and welcome to Mlc TV News, reaching you live from Lokoja, the capital of Kogi State. I am Fatima Yakub. The headlines. Federal government blames insecurity, low earnings for higher borrowings. Kogi governor receives new CP EGBUKA, assures of cooperation to tackle insecurity. Philippines authority cancelled traditional festival over COVID-19 concerns. And LMC expels DAKKADA FC official for slapping assistant referee, fines club 3.5 million naira. Now the news in detail. The Federal High Court, Abuja, had on 26th of November 2021 declared the activities of some groups of bandits as act of terrorism. The judge, Taiwo, in his judgment, mentioned two bandit groups, Yan Bindiga and Yan Ta'adha, whose activities, he said, had constituted acts of terrorism. He added that other similar groups of persons or individuals stood proscribed and should be regarded as terror groups. The federal government had approached the court with a prayer to proscribe the bandit groups after President Muhammad Buhari had approved it. President Buhari had said the activities of Yan Bindiga and Yan Ta'adha groups and other similar groups constitute acts of terrorism that can lead to a breakdown of public order and safety and a threat to national security and the corporate existence of Nigeria. Kogi State Governor Yahya Bello welcomed the Most Reverend Muslim scholar Sheikh Muhammad Mahi Ibrahim Niass in Kogi State. He said he considered himself lucky to have hosted the Sheikh Ibrahim's son after 53 years of the visit of Sheikh Ibrahim Niass, his father. Governor Bello thanked them for indicating interest of praying for the land and the leaders of the state and the nation, Nigeria.
The most lucky governor in Nigeria. I consider myself that lucky because after the 53 years of the visit of our leader, our spiritual leader, Sheikh Ibrahim Niass, this is the second time that we're having him back here again. Because having his son or his protege is having him in your domain. And today, we are beginning to prepare for the Mawlud Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the fourth in the world that is being hosted in Nigeria, in Kogi State, where Nigeria is named. That is a big log I consider for myself. Therefore, I know every prayer that will be prayed in this Mawlud, Almighty Allah will accept it.
Governor Bello also expressed his joy to host Mawlud Nabi in the city of Lokoja, said is a good omen.
And I know that this particular Mawlud is going to make Kogi State more peaceful, more prosperous, and more secure. And all of our heart desires, Almighty Allah is going to answer. I have granted and permitted various religious bodies from coming to observe their congregations and gathering, from Christian community to every other bodies. They have come here before. Today, I am privileged and happy and consider myself lucky to host one of the biggest Islamic body hosting Mawlud Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Lokoja here today. It is a thing of joy for me that in my own era, my own time when I am the governor, I am hosting this wonderful occasion here in Kogi State. May Almighty Allah continue to to answer our prayers. May Almighty Allah, as He guide all of us down here to Kogi State, may Almighty Allah, after a successful Mawlud Nabi, may Almighty Allah return us back to our destination.
The Sheikh Muhammad Mahi Ibrahim Niass, radiallahu ta'ala anhum, took time to pray for the governor and the people of Kogi State.
وانظر إلينا وانصرنا الدين أد حقوقنا وأد ديننا وهب لنا ذرية
سأصورك والله
إن شاء الله لله بلا مشاركة ويجعل من كل ما قال
Khalifa Mohammed Sanusi Lamido, the second and the 14th Fulani Empire of Kano, commended the leader and the governor of Kogi State, also rendered his words of admonition.
That we have peace and prosperity. We're going to pray for our leaders that Allah guide them right. Sayyidina Ahmed bin Hanbal radiallahu anhu used to say, if I had one prayer that I knew would be accepted by God, I would pray for the leader. Because if he is guided, the entire society benefits. If he's not guided, the society does not benefit. We'll pray for our leaders from the federal to the state to the local level, our religious and traditional rulers, that Allah guide them to take the right decisions for the benefit of our people.
Kogi State is slated to host Muslim Tijaniya faithful across the nation on the 8th of January 2022 in the city of Lokoja. A gloomy picture of how insecurity, low earnings, and inability to meet the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries (OPEC) quota for oil production drove excessive borrowing by the federal government was painted by the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Dr. Zainab Ahmed. The minister, who unfolded these disturbing scenarios at the public presentation of the 2022 federal budget proposal, breakdown and highlights in Abuja, however, insisted that Nigeria's debt service revenue ratio, which stands at 76% as at November 2021, though higher than that of some African top economies, proved that the challenge that confronts Nigeria is not that of debt sustainability, but that of revenue. Consumers of carbonated drinks are also expected to pay more, as the federal government is set to introduce a new and further increases in existing pro-health taxes on such drinks. With the admission that the mounting debt profile is scary, Ahmed held that Nigeria's budget deficit to GDP, which stands at -4.3% as of November 2021, and debt-to-GDP ratios of 30% as of September 2021, is the lowest among Africa's leading economies. She further stated that tax rates and compliance ratios are significantly higher in other countries, saying Nigeria's value-added tax, VAT, is the lowest in Africa and less than 50% of the average rate. Revealing where most of Nigeria's money has been going, she said, to compound matters, the country has technically been at war with the pervasive security challenges across the nation. This has necessitated massive expenditure on security equipment and operations, contributing to the fiscal deficit. The defense and security sector accounts for 22% of the 2021 budget. This comes as the federal government expressed optimism that Nigeria will surpass the 1 trillion naira mark collection for independent revenues. The federal government also restated its commitment to the removal of subsidies on petrol and electricity tariffs, which is termed regressive subsidies on petrol price and electricity tariffs. The minister was quick to caution that the government must continue to rationalize its expenditure, as it cannot afford to waste. The government had released 16.67 billion naira to 2021 retirees of Treasury-funded ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, according to the National Pension Commission, PENCOM. PENCOM said in a document made available to press that the federal government had earlier settled all arrears of accrued pension rights payments to the verified and enrolled retirees up to December 2020, and no fewer than 190,158 retirees of the MDAs were last month paid 884.58 billion naira as accrued pension rights from the inception of the contributory pension scheme till December 31, 2020. According to PENCOM, the settlement of the outstanding accrued pension rights of verified and enrolled FGM retirees and compliance with the revealed rate of pension contributions are significant developments that have resolved the challenges in this aspect that have lingered since 2014. Speaking at the 2021 annual seminar for journalists in Lagos, Head Contribution and Bond Redemption Department of PENCOM, Salem Abdurrahman, said that the Commission would also pay the accrued pension rights for verified and enrolled retirees of Treasury-funded ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, that retired but were yet to be paid their retirement benefits. Abdurrahman said the federal government released about 5 billion naira for the payment of 2.5% differential which will be paid into the Retirement Savings Account (RSA) of employees. Kogi State Governor Yahya Bello received the new Commissioner of Police, Kogi State Command Edward EGBUKA at Lugard House, Lokoja. While congratulating CP EGBUKA, Governor Bello assures him of his administration's readiness to cooperate with him and his men, as well as other security agencies in the state, in ensuring peace and security in the state. The governor commended the Nigerian Police Force, Kogi State Command, for their effectiveness and readiness to protect the people of the state. The governor disclosed the CP EGBUKA was part of the successes they achieved in Kogi when he came on board, and he was one of the pillars in the fight against insecurity. He said EGBUKA has done so well where he has worked before coming to Kogi and was confident that he will do more in the state. He said having EGBUKA as CP in Kogi Command, it will be seamless for him in fighting criminals in the state. Governor Bello noted that it will be easy for EGBUKA because he is meeting other heads of security agencies who are equally committed, diligent, and cooperative, as well as maximum cooperation and understanding that CP will need to work effectively. Earlier, CP EGBUKA congratulated the governor on his exploit in securing the state. He said, "I pledge my support and cooperation, and once again, it will be obvious to everybody that Kogi will continue to enjoy improved security. Today is not a speech-making day. I've just come here to introduce myself to you and we shall hit the ground running. Thank you for all you did for us while I seek further cooperation with your administration." Kogi State chapter of the Association of Table Water Producers has announced an increment in the price of a bag of table water, popularly known as pure water. This is as a result of high cost of production occasioned by the exchange rate of the naira to dollar. The association had last year increased the amount of bag of pure water from 100 naira to 130 naira due to the economic effect caused by the first wave of COVID-19 pandemic. The chairman of the association, Joseph Essay, who announced this while speaking with newsmen in Lokoja, said a bag of water will now be sold at 200 naira in view of the present economic realities. Essay explained that the need to increase price of bag of sachet water was as a result of high cost of materials of production and current economic hardship in the country. According to the chairman, the move was not aimed at causing hardship for consumers, but to reduce the effect of high cost of production and to enable members produce potable water that is in line with the guidelines of the National Food, Drug Administration and Control. He pointed out that petrol has increased to 165 naira while that of foam rolls and packing bags are now over 1.6 million naira per ton and 7,000 per bundle respectively, including price of diesel. Essay stated that with the new price, the price of sachet water will now be 20 naira across the state, urging retailers to cooperate with the association. The chairman added that ATWAP is embarking on a 3-day sanitation exercise to enable them put machineries in place to serve its consumers in the state better. The Lagos State government is to immediately allocate the land to the 549 judgment creditors at Shangisha village. The state government made this commitment during a meeting with stakeholders involved in the Shangisha land dispute. A statement issued by State Commissioner for Information, Benga Omotosho, said the decision was taken during the meeting presided over by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. In the statement, the Nigerian Police Force is advised to allow for peaceful settlement of the land dispute by restraining its men and officers from any conduct or action that may instigate violence or breakdown of law and order in Magodo. While rounding off the meeting, Sanwo-Olu thanked the stakeholders for attending and restated his resolve to ensure that peace returns to Magodo and there is justice for all. Some of the stakeholders in their reactions praised the governors for showing good leadership, which they said prevented violence in the state. They also expressed confidence in the ability of the governor to sincerely resolve the matter. The meeting, which was held at the State House, Alausa, was attended by the Judgment Creditors, Shangisha Landlords Association, their lawyers, commissioners of police, Lagos State Command, policemen from the FCT Command and Police Headquarters, the executives and trustees of the Magodo Residents Association. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAM, says it has not commenced the sale of 2022 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination and Direct Entry Application forms. The board, in a statement by its spokesperson, Dr. Fabian Benjamin, on Thursday in Abuja, dismissed speculation and misinformation in some quarters that the examination forms were now on sale. Benjamin said that the attention of the board had been drawn to the activities of unwholesome elements misleading the general public on the purported commencement of sales of the 2022 UTME and DE application documents. The spokesperson further said that the public will be sufficiently informed once approval had been granted by relevant authorities. He added that the board would announce a suitable date to commence the sale, accompanied by well-defined information on the procedures for the purchase of e-pins, create a profile, and where to go for biometric capturing, among other essential details. You're still watching MLC TV. We'll be back after a short break.
Mlc TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV. With entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. A recreational center is a place for recreational activities usually administered by a municipal government agency. Swimming, basketball, weightlifting, volleyball, and kids' play areas are very common, and according to Collins Dictionary, is a facility open to public for leisure and recreation activities. In KOGI State was known until Mohammed Atta provided a place called Transatlantic Center. The organizer, Mohammed Bogi Atta, said his aim and objective is to introduce the habit of visiting the center to have a connection with nature in a serene atmosphere that demystifies the stress and struggle people go through daily. He called for more persons to seize the opportunity to visit there to relax and have fun with the ability to recreate ideas that will grow the community. This year, on the surface of the Transatlantic was with a resounding success recorded at the event tagged Family Fun Fair and Friends Connect Day celebration. School pupils, birthdays, weddings, and lots more were hosted on the Transatlantic Recreational Center. We present the sights and sounds for your delights. The management of Transatlantic Center, organizer of the annual event, promised robust initiatives as they project the celebration of the 5th anniversary in 2022. Speaking at the event, the founder and chief executive of the center, Mohammed Bogi Atta, expressed joy and said it was a fulfillment of a dream he had many years ago. He thanked all and sundry who have patronized and encouraged him to do more. Transatlantic witnesses massive patronage in the year 2021. The recreational center, which is the first ever in Kogi Central, was located in the community called Ivochinomi along Ege Road in Adavi local government area of Kogi State. The Lagos Directorate of Public Prosecution, DPP, has explained further why the state exonerated 5 students and 5 officials of Dowen College, Lagos State, suspected to be linked to the death of a student, Sylvester Oromoni. A source in the directorate, who pleaded anonymity, told journalists in Lagos that investigations did not establish any prima facie case of murder against the accused. He denied allegation of foul play and cover-up being peddled on social media. Oromoni died on November 30th, 2021. He was alleged to have been beaten by fellow students. The source said that 2 autopsies were conducted on the deceased to unravel the cause of his death. The first autopsy was conducted by Oromoni family in Warri, Delta State, and the second by the Lagos State government. According to the source, they show that the late Oromoni developed severe sepsis as a result of an infection on his right ankle. The first autopsy, conducted on December 2, 2021 by Clement Iriteria, a consultant pathologist with Central Hospital Warri, was witnessed by 3 other persons, an uncle of the deceased, Opudu Baro, the investigating police officer, and the lawyer. It revealed that the cause of death as acute bacterial pneumonia due to severe sepsis. The second autopsy, conducted in Lagos on December 14, 2021 by SS Soyemi, a consultant pathologist at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, was witnessed by 14 people, including 7 pathologists, other doctors, and police officers. The 7 pathologists included 4 pathologists who each represented Dowen College and 3 of the accused students. Clement, the consultant pathologist who conducted the first autopsy in Warri, Delta State, was also present. The result of the autopsy conducted in Lagos revealed marked pallor of organs, pneumonia, infection of the lungs, infection of the liver, kidney, and the heart. That, in this case, is natural. The result stated that the student died of ankle ulcer, not murdered. The Federal Capital Territory FCT Police Command has arrested 3 Chinese and 18 others, including a community head, for illegal mining in the territory. The police also alleged that the suspects were aiding the activities of bandits, kidnappers, and other criminal elements. The suspects were arrested by operatives of G7, a joint task force set up by the 7 states boarding the FCT to curb activities of bandits, kidnappers, and other criminal groups during a raid of hideouts camp and area serving as refugee to miscreants in the area. The 7 states are Kogi, Niger, Kaduna, Nasarawa, Benue, Plateau State, and the FCT. According to the police, refined and unrefined gold, 2 gold weighing scales, charms, 17 mobile phones, 4 motorcycles, 2 den guns, shovels, cutlasses, 2 pumping machines, 1 generator, substance suspected to be cannabis, and hard drugs were recovered from the suspects. FCT Police Public Relations Officer Josephine Ade, in a statement, said the suspects also confessed to have enjoyed the cooperation of the village head, who was also in the police net. Ade, in the statement, said the arrest, which took place at Matikwali area Council of FCT Tuesday night, followed the raid of suspected bandits in the village. According to her, G7 operatives deployed to reclaim the village came under heavy fire from the suspects during the operation. The team stored a camp at Azman village, where an illegal mining site of about 40 minutes walking distance from the said village was discovered. The miners, who were said to have established a symbiotic relationship with bandits, kidnappers, engaged a team in gun duel and were forced to retreat and were subsequently overpowered by the superior firepower of the JTF, and they were arrested. The team arrested 21 suspected illegal miners on the site, including foreign nationals. After staying more than 100 days in kidnappers' dens, some 28 persons kidnapped from communities in Rafi local government area of Niger State regained their freedom. The victims were released after their families reportedly paid over 18 million naira ransom to the kidnappers. Each of the victim families was said to have paid about 600,000 naira. Report gathered show that those released were conveyed in a commercial vehicle from the Zamfara and Kaduna border and dropped at Doko village in Kaduna State by their captors, from where they trekked several kilometers through the bush to the main road. It was learned that the relations of the freed abductees took them over at the main road. It was jubilation galore in Kagara town headquarters of Rafi local government area when 10 of the released victims who were Christians arrived at their church. When contacted, Niger State Police Commissioner Monday Bala Kuyas confirmed the story, saying the victims were released after serious dialogue with their kidnappers and most probably because the heat from the military and the police operations in the area was getting too hot for the kidnappers. Bala Kuyas said he could not confirm if the abductees' relations paid any ransom to the bandits to facilitate their release, but added that, "I heard something like that." The police are investigating an incident that occurred on January 1st in Jos, where a young lady was killed and her mutilated corpse was abandoned in a hotel, Uba Ogada. The police public relations officer, PPRO of the police command in Plateau, said this on Wednesday that the command is aware of the ugly incident which took place on January 1st. Domus Passes Lodge. The suspect, who is at large, went away with all means to identify the victim. The Commissioner of Police has ordered discreet investigation to unravel the circumstances surrounding the incident and to arrest the perpetrators of that dastardly act. He further said, "We promise to furnish the media with more details on the incident as it unfolds." He also said that the corpse has been deposited at the mortuary of the Plateau Specialist Hospital, Jos. And on foreign news, Nigerian Citizens Association South Africa expressed shock over the killing of a Nigerian, Kingsley Eze, allegedly by the South African police. The President General of NICASA, Benjamin Okoli, told News Agency of Nigeria that Eze's death was circumstantial in the hands of members of the Johannesburg Metropolitan Police Department. According to him, members of the JMPD had invaded Eze's tire shop in the late evening of January 4th, where he was allegedly manhandled in the course of extracting information from him. He alleged that the deceased was choked by the police officers, which eventually led to his death. Okoli said Eze was going about his business when Metro police officers with an unmarked black BMW vehicle arrived with his brother that they arrested earlier at a different location. The NICASA boss said, "What led to the death of Eze on January 4th remains a mystery which will be unraveled by police investigation." 2 other Nigerians in the area had allegedly accused same group of Metro police officers of attacking them only few months ago using plastic bags to cover their heads, and they almost died. Both Nigerians maintained that nothing was found on them at the time of the attack against them. The police stopped them while driving. After searching their cars and found nothing, insisted on extorting them certain amounts. According to him, when they refused to pay the bribe, they were attacked and almost died with the plastic used to suffocate them by the said Metro police officers. They also alleged that the Metro officers stole their cell phones and cash. He noted that Eze's death could be considered an unnecessary and unsystemic xenophobic way of killing Nigerian nationals by the members of the South African police. He further said that if Eze was a criminal but not conceding to it, the police could have arrested and prosecuted him, adding that such death was among many where Nigerians were arbitrarily killed without justification. He, however, pleaded to the Nigerian community to remain calm while the association awaited the result of the post-mortem in the bid to follow up the case to a logical conclusion. Eze, a native of Oduma, Aninri local government area of Enugu State, is survived by his wife and children. 5 people, including 4 children, have been killed by lightning strike in Tanzania's western district of Kibondo in Kigoma region. Police said on Wednesday. James Meyama, the Kigoma Regional Police Commander, said the 4 children were hit by lightning on Tuesday at 6 p.m. local time in Kibuye village. All the 4 children who were playing under a mango tree were from different families. Meyama told press conference. The 5th victim, a woman, was hit by the lightning when she was farming on Tuesday evening. The police official urged parents and guardians not to allow their children to play under trees during the ongoing rains to avoid being hit by lightning. Over to Jonah Malik on Sports Today.
Hello and welcome to Sports Update. LMC expels Sunday Etifa. DAKKADA FC official who slapped assistant referee from the MPFL fines DAKKADA 3.5 million naira for security breach and medical expenses. The league management company LMC has concluded its preliminary investigation into claims of harassment and assault of club officials and referees during the Nigerian Professional Football League Match Day 4 fixture between DAKKADA FC and Remo Star. Subsequently, Sunday Etifa, the assistant coach who slapped the assistant referee, has been expelled from the MPFL with immediate effect. Etifa was found guilty of assaulting assistant referee Sani Baba after the match between DAKKADA FC and Remo Star ended in a 1-1 draw. The LMC also recommended that Etifa's coaching license is reviewed by the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF), stating that the DAKKADA officials has failed to threshold to be a coach under the NFF license. DAKKADA banished to Benin City for 3 matches. DAKKADA were also fined a total of 3.5 million naira, 3 million naira for failing to provide adequate security in the course of the match, and 250,000 naira each to be paid to the general manager of Remo Star and the assistant referee for medical expenses arising from the assault they suffered. LMC stated that DAKKADA must pay the fines within 7 working days, while the club was also handed a suspended 2-point deduction sentence till the end of the season. The Uyo-based club has also been ordered to play their next 3 home matches at the Samuel Ugbenidium Stadium in Benin as against their home turf at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium. China's President Xi Jinping has called for efforts to ensure the success of the Beijing 2022 Olympics Winter Games while inspecting the preparation for the games recently. With the opening of the Winter Olympics just a month away, Xi said China is confident in presenting a fantastic, extraordinary and excellent Olympic Games and called for further effort to hold a simple, safe and splendid event. Xi visited the National Speed Skating Oval, Main Media Center, Athletes Village, Games Time Operation Command Center, and an ice and snow sports training base on Tuesday, which marked the 30th day countdown to the game. It was his 5th inspection visit to Beijing 2022 sites, following tour in January and February 2017, February 2019 and January 2021. The Beijing Winter Olympics will take place from February 4th to 20th, followed by the Paralympics Winter Games from March 4th to 13th. And that's Sports Update on Mlc TV News. I am Malik Jonah.
Thank you, Jonah, for the update. And now over to Matthias Ayodeji Peter on entertainment news.
On our foreign entertainment news today, the 64th Grammy Awards has been postponed indefinitely amid an unprecedented wave of COVID Omicron variant. Recording Academy announced that the awards was postponed indefinitely for safety reasons. The awards show had been scheduled for January 31st. No new date has been set yet. CBS and Recording Academy in a statement said holding the show on January 31st simply contains too many risks given the uncertainty surrounding the Omicron variant. Part of the statement read, after careful consideration and analysis with city and state officials, health and safety experts, the artist community and our many partners, the Recording Academy and CBS, have postponed the 64th Annual Grammy Award show. CBS noted that the health and safety of those in our music community, the live audience, and those who tirelessly to produce the award show remains our top priority. We look forward to celebrating Music Biggest Night on a future date, which will be soon announced, the statement read. Still on entertainment news from Africa, streaming service giant Amazon Prime Video has signed a multi-year licensing agreement with Nigerian production company Ant Hill Studio. The deal, announced on Friday, January 7, 2022, gives Prime exclusive global distribution rights to the studio's catalogue of films and their theatrical runs. The studio boasts some of Nollywood's most high-profile films of the past few years, including Prophetess, Day of Destiny, and Progressive Tailors Club that were released last year. We want to showcase the very best of Nollywood and authentic African stories to our customers, and the groundbreaking deals help us to achieve that goal, said Ayana Leona, Prime's head of worldwide major studio licensing strategy. Expressing his excitement about the deal, Ant Hill founder and creative director Niya Komolayon said it's an opportunity to do a lot of great things, especially with the bigger audience pool that Prime provides. He noted that films produced by the studio will start streaming on Amazon Prime Video a couple of weeks after the end of their cinema runs in Nigeria. The beauty of this is that we can expand the range of stories we want to tell and explore other genres, he said in an Instagram post. Prime inked a similar deal with another Nigerian production company, EGBUKA Studio, less than a month ago in December. After making the streamer's first public appearance in Nigeria at last November's Africa International Film Festival, AFRIF, Prime Executive announced a serious commitment to Nigerian creators. Our ambition for Nigerian creators is beyond Nigeria, is to take the beautiful culture of Nigeria and expose it to as many people as possible, Okonwa Kuzi Orizuojo, Chief Marketing Officer for Prime Videos and Amazon, told reporters. Amazon has reported it has over 200 million paying Prime subscribers worldwide. And that is all in entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Ayodeji Peter, reporting for Mlc TV. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thank you, Matthias, for the update. The Fidel prayer of late Adisa Sani has been concluded. The prayers were held on the 5th of January at her home in Inumopa, Adaveba, with the presence of Islamic scholars across Adavi, Okene, and Ihima, including many families from both maternal and paternal homes. Late Adisa was described as a mother to all.
Sister, we love her, but she's gone, and we're gonna miss her a lot. So she's our queen. And we are here for the prayer now. So please, thank God for the life well spent.
Yes. Today for the funeral ceremony of our own dear aunt, very nice woman, accommodating. I actually share. I was here with them for some times. The role she played, in fact, is wonderful. My prayer is that may the Lord grant her eternal rest.
Others said her vet has created a vacuum difficult to fill.
She rests in the bosom of the Lord because everybody is going to meet with the Lord. She has come to meet with the Lord. And whatever anyone does in this life, that's what will be used.
Mama happens to be my mother-in-law. She's so caring, so kind. So I was so attached to her. As in she was my gisting mate, my playmate, as in she was all in all.
Amongst the foster's children is Avoy Nwogu, a media aide to the state governor, who said the role she played as a mother after her biological mother died decades ago made her and her siblings do not suffer the impact of motherly care and love.
Unfortunately, at the very time when we all needed her most, she died. And we cannot just complain, but to thank God that she has lived a good life. She has touched life. She's an influencer. Whoever had the opportunity to be with her will bear me witness that she was a free woman, open to everyone. As a result, I can only pray for her soul to rest in peace.
Let Adisa Asani Anako still has a younger sister called Hajia Nana Hawau. She also spoke.
It's anti-men, it's all medium, it's all my big family.
She died on the 29th of December 2021 and has since been buried according to Islamic rites the same day. The Kogi State Governor Yaya Bello has commiserated with the Accountant General of Kogi State, Jibril Momo, and the entire Momo family over the death of his mother, Hajara Momo, who died on Thursday at the age of 78. Reacting to the sad news, Governor Bello, in a letter of condolence signed by his Chief Press Secretary, Mohammed Onugu, described the death of a mother as a sorrowful experience which cuts deep into the heart. The governor said that although Mama lived a very fulfilled life, it will still be painful knowing that one could no longer share her physical company, whose counseling and prayers, but only just memories, adding that death was surely an inevitable destiny of every human. He attested that Mama dedicated her life as a woman of virtue, a prayerful mother and dedicated wife whose interest was solely to raising her children to become useful and responsible contributors to the society. Governor Bello asserted that it was obvious that Hajia succeeded in her earthly assignment, seeing the quality of children she had raised, and also that Mama lived a life that touched others positively. While praying to God to grant the repose of Hajia eternal rest, he also asked God to give those grieving over her passing the fortitude to bear the loss. Also, Dr. Omar Oricha Shaibu, the Director General, Government House Administration, Lokoja, has mourned the death of Hajara Momo, the biological mother of Jibril Momo, the Accountant General of the Kogi State. The sad news of her death, everybody unawares, as many would have wanted Hajara Momo to live more years because of her genuine love, care and concern for her children and everyone privileged to have come in contact with her. Shaibu, while commiserating with Jibril Momo and his entire family, death is always inevitable. It is a trip that no one will love to embark on, but God has designed all mortals to one day bow to it. We would have loved Hajara Momo to stay longer with us, but God has decided to call her home today, and all we have to do is to give all glory back to God for a life well spent. He also prayed that God Almighty will give the entire family the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss of Hajara Momo, a woman known to be of great virtue and loving others as her own. May Allah grant her Al-Jannat Firdaus. In the same vein, Jimo Otori Otan today joined many other mourners to commiserate with Jibril Momo, the Accountant General of Kogi State, over the demise of his mother, Hajara Momo. The APC leader said that while we as humans know that death is inevitable, our humanity makes it very difficult for us to come to terms with the death of our loved ones. This is why we mourn upon the demise of our beloved ones, especially our parents. Honorable Otan further enjoined the Accountant General, as well as his siblings, to take solace in the fact that his mother lived a fulfilled life. In his words, Hajia lived a worthwhile life, worthy of celebration and emulation. Honorable Otan further disclosed that Hajia's death was a personal loss to him, as she treated him with total love and affection, just the way she took her own children. Honorable Otan prayed to Allah to grant the soul of the deceased eternal rest in Al-Jannat Firdaus and her children, especially the Accountant General of Kogi State, Alhaji Jibril, the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. And that is today's news package. Do join us tomorrow via the same platform. For your event coverage for news, sponsorship and advert placement, call the numbers displayed on your screen, or visit any of our social media handles to drop your comment for us. Like our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mlc TV. I am Fatima Yakub. Thanks for staying with us.